everyone, Mckaiser Dragon here, and today we have another Dragons discussion video. I think this is episode 3 or episode 4, I'll find out later. But, uh, once again, I want to bring up no hate towards anyone, no ranting or just bringing no arguments just to argue and stuff like that to hear or anyone else. We're just here to talk and discuss and spread ideas so things can get better, even though it's not super quick, but try and just put it out there. So that being said, the video is the YouTube video we're gonna watch. Well, not gonna watch, but the YouTube video I'm gonna show you is only like a minute 30, and he says something at the end. I watched this guy. He plays Linguister Mobile. I do too. And at the end of the video, he poses the question: is it okay to spend money on mobile games? And I have my comment. And in the past, I would say no. But present day and how things are, I'm kind of in the middle. I'd rather people not spend money on mobile games because of how they do it. And then, not the people spending, but the companies that make, and how I'll get into that soon. The short answer is it's okay. It is okay. But now I try to bring awareness to what mobile games and what spending in mobile games kind of entails, because, and at the same time to kind of expose the mobile games, because there's a lot of them, and I've been playing for a little over 6 years, and I think I went like a long time before I started spending money on other mobile games. But then I started with Summoner's War, and I went and spent a dime on that game, and I still have yet to spend a dime on that game since 2015, late 2015, and but slowly and slowly the games got better, and then better and better deals came about, and then finally I just kind of spent money on a different mobile game, and that kind of sparked to me spending money on other mobile games until they really got the hang of it, and the big spending started happening. So back to the question is, are mobile games okay to spend money on? And I'm going to equate this to Twitch, where Twitch is supposed to be a gaming streaming site, right? But you click on their browse section, and guess who's in the top? It's almost always in the top 5 is just chatting. And that tells us that even though this is a site for streaming video games, the community and socializing is still outweighs that. So in our current situation with mobile games, that means since people spend money, other companies, or even the same companies, want to make more games so they can reach more people, so they can spend more money and have this infinite loop of gaining lots of money. And it will cost you, and it's person by person. This is why it won't go away, is because just because you won't spend money doesn't mean someone else won't spend money. So we can't really take away the spending from mobile games, but what we can try to do is try to open people's eyes that mobile games are something that we should be enjoying from time to time. It's not something to put your whole life into. Kind of like what I did with Summoner's War a little bit, but I didn't spend any money, so I'm okay with that. Spending 6 years just kind of focusing on that. Okay, then I need to switch this up because I do want to talk about this a little bit. Where is it? Here we go. So, here we go. Here is the here it is. So for each game, they always want. So here's the issue. The issue is you have a lot of these games are just fake games, meaning there's going to be resources you need. The best way to get those resources is to spend the money. If you don't spend the money, then your progression slows down. And that's fine and dandy, but you know, there are certain areas where they have perfected how that feels to the player. So we're gonna pick on our friend Mckaiser since it's kind of in the middle. So trying to get characters. There we go. So trying to get characters is a resource, and it's pretty expensive to try to get these characters. These aren't like the regular resources, but I didn't see any. So you play the game to collect your resources, but then you have energy, so you can't play all the time unless you spend money. And then summoning the heroes cost these vouchers, Trinity vouchers. So if you want this guy, you gotta summon with Trinity vouchers. And you don't get a lot. Or if you don't have enough, you just spend more crystals, which cost real money. And then you gotta power up your character, which you can get from playing the game. And you will... I think you can do fine on your own, but your progression will be very, very slow. But we got packs for that if you want to speed up the process. That's fine and dandy. But then you gotta upgrade your gear, and to upgrade your gear you need special ones, like these special orbs. And what is it? Definitely early on, you're starving for those orbs. It is super rare, and then to get the rarest gear, which is just SSR is the best gear right now, so that is kind of RNG based, so you can probably get a little bit, but get me out of here. It only goes so far, but Mckaiser is kind of the game where they kind of do cap you. It's just not, because the packs make it a bit more worth it to spend money, and just buying crystals straight out is not as worth it. But then you'll see, what is it, Epic 7? there'll be more ways to level up your character, and if you don't spend money, oh, here's another loop. Well, I won't say continuous, but you know, updates that bring either new characters, new gear, new this, new that. That will always keep you spending money, and then you'll get to a point where there's gonna be a wall, and to breach that wall, you're gonna have to spend I won't say hundreds all the time, but you're gonna spend more and more time farming for resources, and then hoping you get something out of it, or you use those resources and then you hit another wall. And I guess my main point to wrap it up, since I don't want this video to be too long, the point where the game is always needing for you to spend money is not, in my opinion, really a game. The game should be able to be played through and through without needing to spend money. But most of these games make you feel like you kind of really do need to spend money, and then competitive play is always a big factor. So that's why you see rankings in these mobile games. So you can always try to be number one. And yeah, I personally I don't even want to be spending $20 a month. I want to be spending like $10 or even $0 to $10 a month on mobile games altogether. But that's just me. I take pride in actually playing the game, not having the game played for me, or having always needing more resources, and the best way to get those resources is to spend more money so I can get more resources. But that's just me. Tell me what you guys think. I would say an outcome mobile games can do to try to pressure, or even, the government, is to put a cap on how much money you're able to spend on the mobile game. So meaning, let's just put it at $1,000 a month, which a lot of these mobile games want you to spend way more than that every month, some every week, and some every day. So that, because they're trying to reach as many people as possible, and they're trying to make it so they get the people that always spend, and or the whales, the massive whales, to always keep spending all the time. So I would say cap that, and then, and here's another thing is, the updates shouldn't always be, revolving around you spending more money, because that's what usually happens. Because there's going to be, oh, we got this equipment system, and now we're bringing this upgrade where the old equipment is kind of obsolete, and this new equipment is 3 times better than the old equipment, and the old equipment can get plus 15, these new equipment can get plus 25, and it's just, and the difference between getting that and that one and upgrading them is just like, oh, the old one was only $300 to max out everything, and now the new one is like, $1,500 just to max out all your stuff. So yeah, I feel like this. So I want them to feel pressure to actually make a good game, rather than a mobile game that they want this spike of players, to spend as much money as possible, and then from that they'll just come out with updates slowly and slowly over time that just keeps you in this loop of always needing to spend money, which is a terrible, terrible game, in my opinion. Not a game. And the longer you play mobile games, and not only play one mobile game but try a lot of mobile games, you'll see a lot of mobile games are just kind of copy paste of each other. You'll see the similarities, because I played a lot of mobile games and a lot of them are just copy pasta of a different mobile game. And all it takes is the right one to get you hooked, and then like you're continuously spending money because what do I like? I like MapleStory. I like Final Fantasy. Oh, I love Final Fantasy. I would spend so much money on a Final Fantasy game. And that's all it takes. And then you're like, but I like this game and I want to support this game. Disgaea RPG was one I kind of fell for. And I feel like a lot of these mobile games, sure, they're online with other people, but you're usually not truly interacting with those other people. You know of some of them through the rankings, you can see some of them through your guild and your friends list, but there's usually not too much to do with your friends or your guild. I mean, sometimes you're working towards a common goal, but you're not actually working with them. And then if they don't bring out, live action PvP, or not live action, but real time PvP, then your PvP is consisted of other people's units controlled by the AI. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about. I wish I could talk about this better, but I think I'm just gonna wrap it up there because I can just keep going and going and going, and I don't want to. I want this to still be a discussion. But that's my viewpoint. Tell me your viewpoints, and hopefully we can just talk about it. And hopefully, I will try to complete my thought of the cap thing. I feel like the cap will hopefully make it so less people are willing to get into the mobile gaming, and then since there's less, then the people that do want that dedicated following of people spending money on their game, I want that to be an actual good game. Because right now, the market's filled with a bunch of fake games, in my opinion. So, those are my thoughts. And thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Check out Nitro. His link will be down below. And yeah. Try not to spend too much money on mobile games. Bye!